Hey, what is up, YouTubers and YouTubers? This your boy HG, and we back up in this thing like we belong here. Finally, the month of January has been pretty dry, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was getting a little worried. I know we had the release of the Black Cat 4s, and I wasn't big on the Black Cat 4s. It's an all-black shoe. There's really nothing much you could do to an all-black shoe, in my opinion. I did see them in hand. I was a bit more surprised than I thought I would be, the way the blacks contrasted. You had the hit of white on the bottom, and you had the hit of charcoal gray or light black on the tongue. And you know, I will say, I will give it its props. The different color blends kind of set it off pretty nicely. But I feel like I could get that shoe on sale, so I didn't pick that shoe up. But who knows, it might pull a gray 4 on me and, you know, sell out before I know it. If I don't get it though, I won't be disappointed. It is a nice shoe, I will say that though. The materials aren't that great, but that set aside, a nice shoe nonetheless. We had the release of the Chinese New Year 13s. The shoe, when I first saw it, I really wanted the shoe. If you've seen any of my other videos, if you haven't, please go check that out. I did say that I wanted that shoe and that it was a guaranteed cop in my opinion, but seeing it in hand at the store, it was just something about that shoe that kind of just put me off of it. It was something that kind of threw me off, and I think it is the pink translucent sole of the shoe. Maybe if it was another color, I don't know what color it could have been to, you know, make that shoe better or just make it an instant home run for me, but that kind of put it off. The materials are excellent quality materials. They didn't skip on the materials, and it kind of gives me the Clock 13 vibes, and I'm pretty sure if you see any reviews of the Chinese New Year 13s, you're gonna hear that referenced a lot, the Clock 13s. But yeah, it gave me that kind of vibe. Like I said, the materials were superb. I mean, like nice soft suede. It had like the little yin yang patch on the tongue, and all of it was dope, but it was just that pink translucent sole. Maybe if I could catch it on a sale, I might grab it on a sale, but yeah, I did pass on those. But I was able to pick up a shoe right here from the Nike sneakers app, surprise, surprise, because it dropped on the sneakers app and it dropped in a few store locations, not all. One thing that Nike did do for us though, is they removed the checks or the swooshes, whatever you want to call it, but they did still have the Just Do It tape, you know, the Just Steal Me tape on it. And my feeling on that is Nike could easily get rid of that. You're still gonna have people like me that review the shoes, thousands of people like me that review the shoes, and that are still going to advertise the shoe being from Nike or Nike brand or Nike sneakers, wherever have you. They're still gonna advertise it. So to just give a little more peace of mind and safety for the product and for the customer, just get rid of the tape. You got rid of the swooshes. How hard could it be to switch over to a different kind of tape? Now, before I actually get into the shoe, I want to say this is probably, in my opinion, the best release in the month of January for 2020. And like I said, no disrespect to the Black Cat 4s or to the Chinese New Year's. They're nice shoes, but in terms of quality and something different, and giving me something that I felt like I had to have in the collection, this shoe did it for me. I know y'all will probably see this little brace on my wrist. Pay that no mind, I'm all right. I just had an injury at work, but that aside, I know y'all want to see the shoe, and let me get the shoe for you, and let me get it out of the box. I already opened it and all of that good stuff. There's the receipt. I don't know if there's going to be any kind of popularity enough for the shoe for anybody to care about the shoe or think it's fake, but it is in a Tiffany box. The box is incredible. If you don't know anything about this Tiffany colored box, I'm gonna get you acquainted with it. It is a Nike SB. For all my SB heads out there, you know, a little something for you all. I'm not the biggest SB person. I don't go way back in the day with SBs, so don't get mad at me. I know how SB people can be. You all are a fickle bunch and you all are tight knit, but we all gotta start somewhere, right? I mean, yeah, so cut me a little slack on that if I miss anything or anything like that. But this shoe released the same week of the Chinese New Year 13s and the Black Cat 4s. And I can't remember if it released before or in between those two releases, but they did drop in women's sizing. And I don't know what size they went up to in women's, but I got them in my size. And I know a lot of people who wear SBs have to go up half a size or a whole size depending on how their feet are. But lucky for me, I didn't have to go up anything. I was able to go true to size, and that's usually how it is for me in Nike SBs, and it is in a size 10 and a women's 11 and a half. And it's the Nike SB Dunk High PRM QS. And at least what I feel, PRM is Premium Quick Strike. So let's get into the shoe. Here it is. It is the SB Dunk High Paul Rodriguez, A.K.A. P-Rod. And everything on this shoe is quality. From the leather is extremely soft, and that's what I noticed with the SB brand. They take pride in the quality that they put out. Jordan brand, and this is not a knock on Jordan brand. Jordan brand does not exactly put out the best quality all the time. It's iffy, you know, it's here and there, but SB 90% of the time is spot on quality. It's got championship belts on the tongue. It's got this big branding at the top of the tongue. It comes with a set of green laces. And I know the first thing any of you might say is it is a plain shoe, but don't let the plain look fool you. This is one of those shoes where, you know, the old saying less is more holds true to form. If you hadn't noticed by now, and let me get it right, if you hadn't noticed by now, the shoe has a kind of boxing feel to it, and it also has a color scheme that's noticeable on both swooshes. One shoe has a green swoosh, the other shoe has a red swoosh, and it has red piping along with an entirely white shoe, and it is a representation of the Mexican flag, Mexican heritage, and boxing. Paul Rodriguez, he's paying homage to his Mexican heritage and the sport of boxing. He says that if he didn't make it in skating, that he probably would have been doing boxing, which is something else that he loves. And if y'all don't know who Paul Rodriguez is, he's been a skater for about 15 years now. He's won many of medals. Son to the famous comedian Paul Rodriguez, so he's Paul Rodriguez Jr., but he's won at least 3 or 4 X Game gold medals along with a few other medals. And he's had a ton of collabs with Nike SB brand, and this is just another one to really add to his collection of well put together shoes. And like I said, it has the colors of the Mexican flag on the sole, the red piping, and on the insole you get a little bit of something special. You get his hands wrapped in boxing wrap, and on one arm he's got a tattoo, and on the other arm it's just plain. But it also has a bit of Nike SB gold leafing on the insole of the shoe, which is a really incredible touch. And everything about it just screams quality and, you know, thought and effort put into it. These shoes, as white as they are, definitely are going to be be hit with some kind of protector. I don't have any right now, but before I put these on, I'm definitely going to have to buy some stain repellent from somewhere. Now, January was pretty rough, I know, and it was pretty stale, but I think it was to get us in preparation for February, because February is All-Star weekend and they've got a lot of shoes releasing, and if I can find a few pictures, I'll throw a few pictures up of some shoes that are releasing in the month of February. But I honestly believe January was dry to hit us with, you know, the ability to save money for the month of February, because we've got the women's UNC to Chicago's coming out. Those are going up into an extended size of 15, which I think is a size 13 and a half in men's. Correct me if I'm wrong, but before I move on to the next one, I just want to say, with these UNC ones, please, fellas, I know you all are gonna go crazy for the money sizes and of course get the big sizes, but let's let these ladies have a little something for Valentine's Day weekend, because we all know that Valentine's Day is probably going to be a lot of upset women, especially if they are dating sneakerheads or if they've got somebody that loves shoes, because they're not gonna get nothing. There's simply not enough money to pass around with all these shoes coming out. With that being said, they've got the off-white 5s that are supposed to drop in the month of February. You never know, because dates, especially for off-whites, always change and are subject to change. You've got the red cement 3s, and I think they're calling those the Unites or something like that. If you know, down in the comment section below, just put it down there what those are called. What else do we have? We've got, that pack, the Jordan 1 pack. I forgot the name of it, but I'm gonna call it the Jordan 1 pack, because it comes with the airships and the white and red Air Jordan 1s in the OG 85 high cut. We've got the reverse breads that are coming out, and it's supposed to be a crazy limited number for those. So everybody was talking about, you know, how they didn't like it, and it was just another piece of trash shoe that Jordan Brand was trying to throw out there to get money. Guaranteed the hype is gonna be crazy. Everybody's gonna want it now. They're coming out, like I said, in limited numbers, and it is game worn. I know a lot of people are gonna hate me for saying that, but you know, photos of Jordan wearing the reverse breads in game have surfaced, so that's just gonna drive up the hype for that even more. What else we got? We've got a ton of other shoes. There's so many that I can't really recall them right now, but All-Star Weekend is going to be lit nonetheless. Oh yeah, there's a restock of the supposed restock, I should say, of the Brady 11s and the Travis Scott 6s, but that's only going to be in Chicago. So if you're up in Chicago for All-Star Weekend, be on the lookout for that. If you're not, then I'm sorry, you missed out. You're probably gonna have to get it on the secondhand market, but that's a topic for another day, because we can't really trust the secondhand market nowadays. But yeah, the All-Star Weekend is going to be lit nonetheless. Let me know down in the comment section below, what are you looking forward to in the month of February? Do you want to see me do a February release video? Let me know. If you want to see that, I'll be glad to do a release video for the month of February. Don't forget to hit that like button to let me know if what I'm doing is of value, man. And even if you don't like what I do, go ahead and hit that dislike button. So at least I got an idea that I need to work on something. I mean, if you like the SBs, if you prep for All-Star Weekend, just go ahead and smash that like button for me as well. And like I always say, don't forget to comment down in the comment section below. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you want to hear, because I do this for y'all. And the most important thing is to subscribe, man. Every subscription matters, or every time you tap that subscribe button, it really matters to me. And it helps get my channel out there and the information that I have for you out there as well. I know I don't have a whole lot of subs, but don't let that deter you from you know, just giving me a chance. Everybody deserves a chance, and I feel like I've got some quality content. I just recently put up, not too long ago, a video for the update that a lot of fake shoemakers made for the Travis Scott 6s, comparing those between a real pair and what you might spot on a fake. So go ahead and check that out. I'll probably post a link up to it somewhere in the video above. But yes, subscribe, and you know, I can't leave you all without saying nothing is impossible. Fight for everything you believe in. Don't let anything stand in your way, and dream hungry. Till next time, I hope I got a pair of shoes to show off to you all. Maybe I'll get lucky and get a pair of off-whites, and then maybe that'll boost some more views on my channel. But I love you guys. Peace.